Alright, I don't care if it's dark where you're gonna be kicking it at. Please make sure to shave all of your pelos. Shower right. No te laves la cara y el mono no. Por favor, haz los dos. If it's been like 3 hours since you last showered, please don't feel confident and think that it's not gonna smell, because most likely it's been sitting there. You've probably been sweating, being all stank and shit. So please shower, ladies. Do not skip this step. This is important. Now, I know we all have that one pair of calzones that's old as fuck and has holes in them. Please disregard those ones and use calzones that are nicer and that you bought for 5 for $25 at Victoria's Secret. Those are always good, girl. And as for the clothes, don't go glammed as fuck, because you don't want to look like you tried too hard. Use something casual. I have a pair of leggings, a little shirt. No bra underneath, please, because that's just gonna come off anyway. Practice your moves at home. Get on all fours, make sure you look good. Do not practice in his room or in the bathroom, because that's embarrassing if you get caught up. As for shoes, you can wear something that's comfy. I tried on the huaraches and I just didn't want to look too much like a paisa, so I went with my slides instead. Brush your teeth like you've never brushed them in your life. Don't be going over there with stank breath. And practice makes perfect. Practice, practice, practice. Moisturizer, as always, using my Pond's. Don't ever get out of the shower without using moisturizer. That's just rule of life. For the hair, let's just take it back old school, and we used to scrunch the fuck out of our hair. That's kind of what we're doing today. What's the same concept, not so much product. You don't want it to be that crunchy, so just throw in some mousse and some hairspray and you are good to go. Hold up, he's texting me. We're mainly focusing on skin. Keep in mind that we're going to try to get this done within 20 minutes, 20-minute time frame. Wherever you go, please don't go showing up to your dick appointment with crusty ass lips, because that's probably going to make him not make you his priority. Probably, maybe. You want to make sure that you have him locked where you want him. I was super excited to film this because, you know, back in the day when I used to be a loca, this is like the main one that I would go for. So I just went ahead and sprayed my face with Fix Plus. We had already moisturized after the shower. We used the Pond's. You want to make sure that your skin looks flawless and it looks like my skin looks bomb as fuck. I'm not wearing that much makeup, but look at me, I look bomb as fuck. We're gonna go ahead and prime our face with the Hourglass Veil Primer. This one is amazing. It's my favorite one. I'm gonna go in with my Frankie Rose foundation, and this is in the color Olive. I love this foundation because it is a medium coverage foundation, so it doesn't look so cakey. This is the foundation that I like to use when I'm doing kind of like everyday looks. Please make sure to take your time on the actual skin part. I know it's gonna be like late at night, or whether it's during the day, whatever time your dick appointments are, but mine were usually like at night. Drag it down the neck. So now I'm gonna go ahead and highlight and conceal. I'm using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer, and this is in the color Fair. So I always like to make sure that my under eyes are very, very covered. And this also acts as a highlight, so it's great. And I love that it's an easy application. It's super easy to blend out, and it just has amazing coverage. If you guys haven't used the Bare Minerals concealer, you guys need to go check it out. Bare Minerals is kind of not really like a hyped up makeup brand, but I was actually recommended to use this concealer by a girl that worked there. I cannot remember her name, but it's a good concealer. It's super easy to blend out, so if you're like in a rush, this concealer is for you. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up the face using the Chanel bronzer that I love. This is called the Soleil Tan de Chanel, and I'm using the Morphe G39. This is a must-have brush. Well, if you're using like cream bronzers, this is my favorite one to use. We don't want to go too crazy with the bronzer because it's gonna come off at the end of the night, girl. I'm going in with my So Hollywood by Anastasia, and I'm using my Morphe M438. I do this before I set my foundation with the powder because it helps lock in that highlight. And it just looks much more creamier. I have dry skin, so if I put on my highlight after I powder, I look like I have like dusty little bumps right here. So if you have dry skin and you have that problem, this is going to save your life. I'm gonna go ahead and powder the skin. We're not going to bake because baking is a little bit too dramatic for this look. I'm going in with my Morphe E53 brush with Laura Mercier powder. So we're gonna go in under the eyes. Make sure to pat it so that way it really sets that foundation and concealer. We're not going to do any blush for this look because again, we're trying to go for that I didn't try hard look. And we're going to keep spraying with some more Fix Plus. This is key. Looking dewy and looking healthy. There's nothing like that healthy skin look. I'm already feeling good. The fuck? This palette, you guys, is life. So if you do not have this palette, you need to go out and purchase it. I really do emphasize it because you're able to create really glammed up looks with this, or you can do subtle everyday looks. This is a palette that I pick up all the time, and this is my favorite gold out of all the gold eyeshadows that I have tried. This is by far my favorite. I always get so happy using this because it smells so good and they actually taste like chocolate. Like it's made out of cocoa. It's made out of cocoa powder. And it's so yummy. It's so appealing to look at. This, like, you guys, like, if I ever die, I want to be buried with this palette. That's how much I love it. We are using this color. We're mixing that one and this one for our brows. And I am going in with the MAC 266 angled brush. We're just gonna lightly fill them in. Dude, I'm a lazy fuck. I needed like a little tissue, but I'll just use the inside of my sweater to clean off my brush. He looks so cute. Let me see, bring him. Papi, do you want to come out my tutorial? Do you want to come out of it? You can bring him in through the bag. He wants to come out. He's been good. Okay, you can come out a little bit. Uy, ¿qué estás haciendo aquí? Hold on. I want him to like, míralo. Mira, vas a salir en mi show. He loves makeup. He's looking at the lights. He's like tripping out. Oh, my goodness. Now I'm going to go ahead and carve out the eyebrows using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick. I don't want to do something that's too light for my skin because I want it to look as natural as possible. So we're just going to carve out right here. We're just gonna carve out under. So now I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with the Luxie 207. And for the eye, since we already put foundation over that, we're gonna use that as the primer for our shadows. And we're only gonna be using 2 colors for this look. Going back in with the chocolate palette, we're gonna take that gold to kind of give you that like bronzy kind of look. I'm taking my MAC 239. We're gonna run that across the lid. We're gonna go ahead and drag that same color underneath on the inner corners of the eyes as well. Going into the crease, I am using a MAC 224. We're gonna use this color right here for the transition. Taking my Morphe M433 brush, this is a dupe for the MAC 217. We're going to take that same color that we used for our transition, and we're going to deepen up the look by stabbing it into the crease. If you guys don't really have a crease and you kind of want to build it, this is the perfect method to do so, because it really brings out your eyes. That's a good trick. Now I'm gonna use the dark brown. Oh wait, where is it at? I'm gonna use that brown right here. We're gonna take it on the tip of the brush and drag it down here. Then I'm also gonna apply that on the outer corner. This is just gonna like make your lashes look a little bit thicker. Taking that same brush that we used to blend out underneath the eyebrows, we're gonna take this color up here. And we're just gonna drag it across to kind of set that concealer. And I almost forgot, we need to add inner corner highlight. We're using the same highlight that we used for our skin for the inner corner. I'm taking, what is this? The Morphe M506. I use this brush all the time. Lash curler. Lashes are pretty much the highlight for this look. That's what's gonna kind of give you those flirty eyes. I'm using the Falsies Maybelline mascara. This is my favorite. This is a ride or die mascara. It's cheap. And what I like to do with this mascara is like whenever it's starting to get dry, make sure to get the non-waterproof one. I believe that this trick only works for the non-waterproof one. I like to put the brush in water just a little bit and then dip it back in, and it refreshes up the product.
There's one of you, like some people will find out like, holy shit, like I'm on a porn site. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how crazy it is.
Go ahead and set everything with some more Fix Plus. Onto the lips, I'm gonna be using a lip gloss. Because you know when you're wearing lipstick, it's kind of like uncomfortable having to be like, oh wait, hold on, I have lipstick on. So you don't want your lipstick to be cock blocking. So I'm gonna be using this liquid lip smacker. This is my favorite lip gloss. Like, this is a lip gloss that I used to use when I was a little girl. and it's lightweight and it smells really good and it tastes really good too. So you can take this with you, or you can use a chapstick, whatever is fine. So that completes this look. Pose. Pose.
So with all games aside, I really wanted to take the time to get this message out to you guys. Don't be afraid to go to Planned Parenthood, and please don't be afraid to ask about birth controls. Don't be afraid to speak up about it, because you know what? There's a lot of people that are struggling with AIDS, with STDs. It's really easy to catch something. Don't ever trust your partner. I mean, I don't want to say don't ever trust your partner, because you know we all have our partners that we trust. But just go get tested regularly. Make sure you're on birth control. Make sure to take care of yourself. Please use condoms. Please, if the guy does not have a condom, guess what? We're not gonna fuck. You should have planned this before I got here, because you're horny, I'm horny, and it's just not gonna happen. Have that respect for yourself, girls. Please, 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 please keep that in mind. You are not a whore if you go buy condoms. I used to go buy condoms all the time, so please go out, buy yourself a pack of condoms, have them in your purse. And if the guy is judging you because you have condoms and he thinks that you're fucking other guys, then maybe you shouldn't be fucking with that guy, okay?
Hello? I'm outside. Okay, bye.